Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum. All right, it's May 5th, 2025, and I'll let you Google the current weather situation here in the Phoenix area, but it's not going to be pretty. It was okay today, but it's not going to be pretty in the coming weeks. And I realized this week, I realized how traumatized I am by what happened last year. And by what happened last year, I'm not talking about the weather, actually. I'm talking about how everybody treated me in relation to the weather and my current situation at the moment in time. And just traumatized. I was sick with COVID 19 during a heat wave, and I felt like I was thrown away by society um, with how I had to handle everything by myself. And also, even after the COVID 19 had passed and the weather had cooled down, and I talked to people about it, you got to remember, I didn't have any close friends at the time. I was just returning to the dating scene and all that. I was telling a lot of people who would listen to me, everybody was very tone deaf to it. And I felt like I was thrown away like a piece of trash here in society. Sometimes it's not even just these big things that people get very tone deaf. Sometimes when I bring up things that I would like to do, right? So, for example, I bring up situations at work. You guys know, even though now I have a relatively okay dream job, I bring up something um, that bothers me, right? Or something that could be better, and people are just really tone deaf to it. And so I feel like being being thrown away by society too often, too often, and especially here in the Phoenix area. Um, just just, people don't look out for each other, and so. As you guys know, lately I've been working on a Lego Ideas build that I'm hoping to submit to Legos. And part of the reason I want to do that is I remember thinking last year, God, if only I had a little bit more money, right? I could have ordered the delivery instead of braving it out there when I was dealing with COVID 19 during the heat wave and all that. And unfortunately, the build has gotten the better of me. I got into another near miss car accident earlier today. What had happened was I was hallucinating as I'm driving into town. I get the idea that my car needs to be level with the car next to me because I'm so used to dragging the Legos on the screen. And while doing that, I almost hit the car in front of me. And unfortunately, having to navigate everything on my own, and which is forcing me to be creative and all that, has really destroyed me. And why am I pushing myself so much? Because of the trauma of last summer. I cannot get over that, right? And why don't you guys continue to pray for me? I'm going to be traveling to Taiwan in a few weeks, and if things stick there, I may just stay there for good. I can't imagine any of this happening in Taiwan. Right? If I bring up a concern, people aren't just going to leave me to my own devices to go die at home. Right? That's how I felt. I was left to die in my apartment last year when dealing with the COVID and heat wave. I really do feel that way. Actually, by the way, had I died last year, it might have been weeks before anybody realized anything was amiss. Right? That's how badly I have with connection. Actually, the first people that might notice something's amiss are probably my students, but then they would maybe bring it up to the boss, and then what? I don't think my dean's going to go looking for me either, and it could be weeks. The first thing that people might notice is that the apartment next door might be able to smell something. That's probably what will happen if I would have died last year, and. Just, people have no concern for me. I and I just feel all alone, and I want to check out of here. I'm literally left to my own devices to die often. Like how almost today I almost got into an accident.